Hi there, it's Mary with Mary's Stampin' Cafe. Thanks so much for stopping in at my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being part of my creative community. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you will. Push that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, share if you would. It is Quick and Easy Card Making Monday, and it's the beginning of the month, so it is a perfect time to do the Sheetload of Cards by Call Me Crafty Al. She puts out a new free PDF sheetload of card supply list every single month, and I love it. Card sketches and sheetload of cards take out half the work of any type of card making that you do, because it takes care of that all time consuming trying to figure out your layout, and I love these. This particular one for the month of March creates 8 cards, which is great because I need a lot of cards. I do a little make a card, send a card group hosting, and I send out cards every month to groups of people. And so these are terrific. Now the Sheetload of Cards gives you everything you need to know to create your multiple set of cards. The first page lays out a beautiful graphic for you with the coding here, and then it tells you right here what you'll be needing: 4 6x6 pattern papers, 2 8.5 by 11 solid cardstocks, and 4 of the 8.5 by 11 solid cut and folded as card bases. So your cardstock layers determining just what you're going to use for your base, and then the layers for the pattern paper. The next page gives you a visual of the graphic of how you'll go about cutting your parts and pieces. What I love about this as well is you have your sentiment thing here, but you can also have an image, and you can design that however you want. So it's time to get a look at this month's sheet load. What I've done is I've gone through and I'm doubling my sheet load for the month because I need 16 cards, so this will work out perfect. Since I'm using a colored base, I also have a 5 1/4 by 4 basic white for the inside of the card. But these are this is the cardstock layers that I chose for my pattern paper. And then I have chosen this beautifully bright set of papers. Now this is from our Ocean Friends 12 by 12 designer series paper. So I just went ahead and chose 4 of the designs and just cut it to 6 by 6 so I could use it for this sheetload of cards. Now I love all of the geometric shapes that are on the papers. The little starfish are really cute. So this is the side I'm going to be using. I'm not going to be using the ocean side. I'm just not feeling that for this particular sheetload of cards. And also I like this side of the paper much better. So let me just show you a couple that I have just laid out, just a couple of styles there for you to see how you can mix and match those parts and pieces. And every card will look just a little bit different, right? So there's 2 kind of getting started for you to see. This card is opening up this way, okay? And so that is the start of them. When I'm going to be creating my sheetload of cards, I would start in an assembly line fashion where I would glue all of my pattern papers to their layers, both of those. Then I would go ahead and fold my cards, then put them onto the card front like this, and then work on my focal point. So let me show you my one card that I have completed so you can see where it's going. This is my super cute kitty cat, and it says, "Have a beautiful day." And then on the inside, my white layer, and then I've put a little accent of the designer paper here, because when you cut your designer paper, you end up with leftover strips. And so it's perfect to decorate the inside of the card. So super, super cute. Now, one thing you could do if you wanted to do some sort of stamping on the background you can do that, but I just think this little kitty cat is stinking cute. So this is one of my finished cards. Now let me show you the stamp set that I used for that. This is a silicone clear stamp from Global Land. I don't know where in the world I got this. Anyway, just look how stinking cute these cats are. They're big and they're so fun and they have so much personality. And you have "You're so sweet, you are the best, have a beautiful day, friend," and "hello." So hello, friend, and hope your day is lovely. So super, super cute. So I wanted to feature this fun kitty cat. And he's just looks like he's fallen from the sky and he's just going to have a great, great day. I'm also using the Celebrations purple adhesive sequins. I think those just pop really great on the bright, bold colors. So one of the things I wanted to share is it really is quick and easy to do all of your cutting first, and then it's just about putting your bits and pieces together. One thing that I wanted to share with you is that you don't have to, of course, with your sheetload of cards, every card doesn't have to lay out just like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you how we can take a look at creating a card and have it go horizontal instead of vertical. And so let's go ahead and set these aside. And I'm going to go ahead and take one of my base cardstocks. This is Calypso Coral, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And if I'm going to go horizontal and open this way, I want to make sure that I am laying out my design the way I want to. So if I take a look at this one here, if I go this way, I have my long strips going to be at the bottom, the short one there, and it's going to open like this. But then when I think about doing my kitty cat, I don't really seem to like that too much. I would rather it be going this way and my kitty cat going right here. So that's what I want to make sure I'm focused on. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my... There we go. I'm going to use this one here. No, I'm going to use this one. Use that bold, bright one there. And then I need my layer piece. Then the shorter one. And since I'm doing that, I want to have this little starfish, I think, because it's a really nice contrast. All right. So again, if I'm working on all of these cards, I would definitely be doing it in an assembly line fashion where I would be gluing all of these until they're done, then gluing the smaller ones until they're done, and then adhering them to the front of the card, and so on and so on. It just really makes your card making go a lot quicker when you do that. All right, so then this one is going to go at the top, and I did not get that paper glued evenly from the top to bottom, and notice that it's a little thicker over here, but that's okay. And then the small one is going to go right down here, and I want to make sure I'm even from the top to the bottom here. And there we go. So that's that layout, and it's going to open like this. So let's go ahead and grab. I went ahead and used my layering ovals for this because the kitty cat stamp, he's a large cat, but he's obviously kind of an oval shape. This stamp set does not have dies. And so for me to fussy cut this cat 16 times would take so long. The other thing I did is I did the largest oval and the largest scalloped oval. And when you put them together, they really are the same size die cut, but that's okay. I just wanted to have a little hint of that color around because I find that quicker to go ahead and run through and get the ovals than to sponge around just the scallop with a color. It also gives it a little bit more structure, and so you can just kind of see that peeking, and it's really great. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp this cute kitty cat. I want to make sure I'm getting him on fully on the oval. There we are. Look, look how cute he is. He's just fallen. Doesn't seem to have a care in the world. Such a cute stamp set. All right. Now from there, I simply have the light and dark Calypso Coral to match the base of the card. And it is so easy to color because all I'm going to do is go over all of the darker lines that have been drawn for the details of the kitty cat. He's going to be a tabby cat. And I'm just going to go over those, kind of just right along there. I'm not using a lot of different colors to color my images. Simply adding that depth of color by following all those shady lines that are put in there for the coloring patches on the cat. Stampin' Blends just glide, and they're so easy to use. You just let them kind of touch the paper and they do their thing. You don't have to press or anything. I'm also going to give the cat his paws are going to be the dark Calypso Coral. If you press your tip down, you'll end up getting way too much of the ink coming out, and it'll kind of blob outside the lines, and you don't want that. So there we go. Quick on that. And then what's even faster is now when I just go in, I don't have to sit here and be super careful. Just go ahead and glide along. Fill in now with the light Calypso Coral. It'll tone down the dark, blend together. Whoops. Got outside the line right there. Went a little too quick. That's okay. That's all right. Let it go outside the line a little more and kind of just like he has a little bit of a motion going on. There we go. We'll just have it go all the way up like that. Okay. So super cute. It smooths itself out. And we have a beautifully colored kitty cat. So I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue to glue the scallop oval onto the Calypso Coral. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it's such a tight fit to make sure I'm getting that Calypso Coral all the way around and being able to see it. And I'll want to be able to slide that oval a bit here and there, and the liquid glue gives me time so that now you can see that I've got that pretty Calypso Coral edging evenly all the way around. So there we go. Now I need my dimensionals because our little guy is going to be dimensioned up, lifted up. It's great perspective, good for your perception and depth of perception when you raise up certain parts of your card. It just gives it more depth. Now with me doing 16 of these, my dimensionals can take a little bit of time popping off each of those things. So I might pull in the adhesive sheets that are this size, but they're one continuous sheet of the dimension, and you can cut them, just slice it, put a couple strips down, peel it off, works great. All right, so there's him. Now what I'm going to also do that saves time is using my die cut words strips that I've had for a while now, and if you've watched me, you know I really like to use those. Now one thing I want you to note, when I do my sentiment, this is raised up. So you can see when I glue that down how much that label is going to be lifted, and so it will need dimensionals on this side, and it's actually going to need more than one to be able to be the same height, be the same height as the cat, because we have these layers as well. All right, and so I'm using the one that says have a beautiful day. I need to just pull this closer to me so I can really see what I'm doing. And there we are. Have a beautiful day. Looks great. Again, with an assembly line, I would have 16 of these little tags, and I would stamp 16 sayings, and then they would be done. So I'm going to put one dimensional down, and then I'm going to put another one right on top of it. So I have that double depth. I need that for this card. Then I'll go ahead and just do a little bit of my snail. And before I put it down, I'm going to grab the light Calypso coral, and I'm going to go ahead and just run the side of the painted marking tip to go ahead and give it an edging. You could also do this with a blending brush, but I really like getting that solid line along the edge. I just think it's a great look. There we are. Okay, now I can put it down. So this is going to come right about here, I think. Yep. So you see how that double is kind of needed for this card. All right. So now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my purple adhesive sequins. These were a free celebration, level 1 celebration pick. And I really like these kind of mother of pearl milky ones. They just really pop on the bright colors. Just love it. And then for this one, I'm going to bring in the deep Melon Mambo ones to go right over those holes. Whoop. Just like so. All right, so now I need to go ahead and get my layer for the inside of my basic white, and it's going this way, so I want to find any of my scraps that I have, because you always end up with scraps. And these actually are short, so I'm going to grab one of these. I'll just grab this one here, And this is 5 1/4 across. So I want to make sure that this is 5 1/4. And then I'm going to go ahead and go 3/4 for the strip. I think 3/4 is a good thickness of a strip for the inside of a card. So then we'll go ahead and just glue that to the inside of the card. Ooh. Well, didn't do that very well. I have a little gap right there, but that's okay. I can live with that. So we'll go ahead and get this in the inside of our card, and then we'll take a look at the 2 layouts. Might have to snip that off. All right, so there is my horizontal March Sheetload of Card layout, and here is the vertical layout. So super cute, aren't they? I love just featuring the designer paper and just mixing and matching those bold geometric patterns. Just a lot of fun. Because it's a kitty cat, I probably could have some of the Ocean Friend paper on here too, because the kitty cat might be saying, whoa, it's lunchtime, right? Well, there you are. So I will include down in the links below, you'll have the hashtag CallMeCraftyAl, so you can go right to her YouTube channel. And for the March Sheetload of Cards, all you need to do is subscribe like you would subscribe with me. And you can then every month, and the first of the month, go and download the printable tutorial of how to do your sheetload of cards. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you see how quick and easy it can be when you're using things that are already laid out for you, and all you do is add your paper supplies and stamps and ink and have fun. So give me a thumbs up, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my card today. And have a wonderful Monday. And until next time, happy stamping.